Hi there, and welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. From the tone of my voice, you can probably tell I'm not a happy camper. And I'm not. Uh, a week or so ago, I did a video. It was a live premiere on some fish that I've been searching for, being my dream fish. And they are filament barbs. And I think they would have probably turned out to be mascara barbs. Well, I gotta be honest, I screwed up huge. I gave in to the impulse of buying them, being that I've been looking for them for 3 years and not, doing what you're supposed to do. That being quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. Well, I looked at the fish for, a good 20 minutes because that's what I normally do. I asked the questions, where did they come from? How long have you had them? Have they been sick? Have you had to treat them? And I got the questions or the answers. No, we've never had to treat them. We've had them for over a week and a half. They've gone through our, quarantine system. They look thin. And in a large aquarium warehouse where I went, fish normally do look thin because they don't tend to feed them a lot because they just don't have the filtration for it. So I gave in to my impulse and I bought them. These were very expensive barbs, 3 for $40, which is a lot of money when you're on a pension like mine, and I try to save money where I can. So I brought them home. I salted them. I did not quarantine them. I salted them and then I put them in my tank. I was taking a risk. I knew it. I could kick myself in the arse 100 times, and I made a rookie, boneheaded, stupid mistake, and I put them in. They were fine for several days. They were growing. They were getting some weight on. They were coloring up nicely, and then boom, they started to get sick and dying. And I don't know about you, but fish never get sick at an opportune time. We were planning a vacation, a mini vacation, and going away. So I didn't have time to do a potassium permanganate treatment. Now you're all going to ask, why am I using PP? Can't I use something else? Well, here in Canada, the bureaucracies that are being it basically illegal to get most fish medications and all fish antibiotics unless you go through a veterinarian. I don't know about you, but I can't afford to go see a vet regarding fish. And good luck finding one in a small town who has a marine biology background and is willing to help you without, breaking the bank. If I had a microscope, maybe I could a fish scrape and got it off to a friend. But the fish that had died, being the filament barbs, they looked like they were hemorrhaging. So I put it down to bacterial. So like I said, I salted before I left. I came back. I still had 5 left. Nothing else had died in that 3-day period. So if you're, I'm going to do a potassium permanganate treatment. I did that. The 4 or 5 remaining filament barbs seem to be on the mend, but they got my Aurelius barbs sick in the process. I'm just heartbroken. My Aurelius barbs, which I created this whole tank set up to 125 gallons for them basically. I got them sick. And, do you want to blame the store or do you want to blame me? Well, 90% of the blame goes on these shoulders right here. So I'm heartbroken over this. So again, I had done the PP treatment, and I noticed my release barbs. Well, I noticed a couple sulking, and that's a sure tail sign. Now they were still all eating, and well, I did another PP treatment, a stronger one, and I was taking my chances, and I let it go for about 2.5 hours in the strong, and I measured it out right. But, you know, it looked like some of the fish were struggling a little bit, so I had to neutralize it with hydrogen peroxide. So we're playing the chemist game, and I'm no chemist. They all came out of that okay, but within a day or two, more were sulking. Now I'm having the release barbs dying, and I basically had to go try another medication, you know, a methylene blue style medication, being that we can't even legally get methylene blue in Canada. So I'm at my wit's end, just trying to treat these guys in behind me. Basically, the fish you see swimming behind me and that are active are what's left of my filament barbs. My Aurelius barbs, well, they should be swimming and active behind me, but they're not. I'll be lucky if I get any that survive. I had like 15 of them between 2 tanks, and I merged them all together. And I just want to call myself so many bad names on air right now, but I can't. So again, this long-winded video of mine is about doing the proper thing. Don't give in to those impulses. Do your homework, do your quarantining, and you're not going to go through this sad moment like I am, watching my favorite fish die off. You know, I normally like I said, I normally quarantine, and if I do anything in the koi or Shibunkin ponds, they get quarantined for 6 months at least, simply because I know all the diseases that go through that. But I forget sometimes with tropical fish, and usually most things with tropical fish, I can cure really quickly with what I have on hand. But whatever this is well, it's doing my fish in a number, so I got a hope behind me with this methylene blue knockoff. I'm really hoping that turns things around and I don't lose all my Aurelius barbs. My white clouds are fine, of course. And the most inexpensive fish, of course, are doing great. Anyways, on a lighter note, I'll be putting out a much happier video on Friday. I hope you'll check it out. Don't forget to hit that like button, think about subscribing, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Again, I like to be really honest with the people who watch. Not all things are rosy, and we all make mistakes, including the people that have got 50 years of experience and should know better. Stub. See you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.